It's Holy Saturday, and we're putting down the book because today we're doing an extra video. We've had 6.5 weeks of videos. We've had 6.5 weeks of reflections. Today is that odd day, Holy Saturday. What do we do this day? It's very different. As a child growing up in Sayreville, I remember this day because as an altar server, we would take turns to go out with the priest to homes to bless the Easter foods. We would spend practically all morning and early afternoon out on the road to anyone who had called the rectory to say, yes, I would like you to come. And they had us hopping. We went to home to home to home to do this one special meal blessing. And then when I returned back to the church, what a joy it was to sneak into the church and to see the final things that were being put up to take that church from Holy Thursday and Good Friday and its simplicity into the joy of Easter. And yes, I am Polish, and the Polish tradition is more is better. And yes, probably they could have taken some of the stuff and eliminated some of the chintz, some of the gauze, some of the extra candles. I'm surprised the fire department didn't come in and close us down because of the amount of lit candles around with material so close to it. But it was a symbol of how we loved our Savior. Today is one of those hard days. We're doing things. We're just walking through. Yesterday, we celebrated a different thing. We celebrated sorrow, almost depression. We celebrated the loss of our God. And just like when someone loses a loved one, the day or two following, you are in a daze. You are in that phase where you just don't really know what's up and what's down. And that's what today is. What do we do? Tonight, we will begin that Easter celebration. But until we get there, we need to allow ourselves to transition from the loss to the joy. It's the same thing we need to do in our own lives when we have lost someone. We go through the grieving process, the loss, and ultimately, we recognize and we accept the joy of the resurrection of our loved ones. Today, take that quiet time that you may need, even in the midst of preparing food, putting things together for tomorrow's family celebrations, to just allow yourself the transition. Tomorrow, we will be smiling from ear to ear. Our God has been raised from the dead. The promise of everlasting life is in our hands. But just for today, let's take it slow. Let's take it easy And then tomorrow, like those Polish churches, overdo it in joy because Jesus Christ has risen. Alleluia. Thank you for joining me these past few weeks.